Hello everyone. I welcome to you for conference on Physics Research Education 2020. My name is Kaushal Ageda. I have completed my post graduation in Department of Physics, School of Science, Gujarat University. Today's topic is Me theory, absorption coefficient of a silicate at a different wavelength. Let us start with the first slide. We are looking to content of this topic. First, history. Second one is me scattering. Third one is experiment and output. Fourth one is graph and observation. Fifth one is why silicate. Sixth one is application. And seventh is reference. Let's go to the further history. Then first life. The name of scientist in the picture is Gustav Mee. He was a German scientist. He studied maths and physics at the University of Rostock. In work, me work on the computation of scattering of an element of an electromagnetic wave by homogeneous dielectric sphere. Also, he worked on relativity on Earth. A crater on Mars was a name in his honor, and also building of University of Freiburg as well as the Martin Luther University of Halle Wittenberg, where he first became a full professor and carries his name. Now, how does it work? Me scattering. In introduction, when a particle size and wavelength range is almost same, then and then me scattering is occur. Me scattering is in elastic scattering. The study of me scattering allow the manipulation of electric and magnetic field inside and outside spherical object, which radius range is 0.05 to zero point 0.5 micron. Electric and magnetic field means EM wave. Here we are taking a spherical object because it is for a simplification to find out a volume. We have a study to recognize material from the star and also planet through me scattering using MATLAB. But how to find material from the star and planet? We are going to see further. Me scattering occur due to haze, dust, smoke and cloud droplet in near infrared and infrared region. Me scattering is a straightforward application of Maxwell's equation to an isotropic homogeneous and dielectric sphere. It will be the first type of scattering examined as it is equally applicable to sphere of all sizes, refractive indices and for radiation at all wavelength. But here it is a more careful about range of particle, size or radius and wavelength. Both are must be in same range. It is only definite solution to Maxwell equations for a multipole radiation due to electric polarization of molecules in a scattering particle when an electromagnetic wave is incident upon it. Now we are choosing a particle radius from 0.05 to 0.5 micrometer as well as wavelength is 2 to 25 micrometer. Now experiment. Here we do this calculation is a totally theoretical approaches. We supposed to do practical in laboratory that first we incident a particular wavelength on a silicate. This particle is silicate. Then after some energy absorbed by silicate and remaining is detected by detector. Then we calculate absorption coefficient in different wavelength through me scattering. After that, we plot graph absorption coefficient, Q absorption versus wavelength, and observe the peak. In that way, comparing this peak value and data captured by satellite, and after we can recognize material in the star. Now, me coefficient. Now we solve a Maxwell equation and get a me coefficient, whatever you see in the screen, An and Bn. This An and Bn, it is a very lengthy calculation to get me coefficient. Here in this screen, Hn and Jn both are special function. Here Hn is a spherical Hankel function and Jn is a spherical Basel function, where mu L and mu are the magnetic permeability of the sphere and surrounding medium respectively. Here it is a x is a size parameter, and m, here is a m, is a relative refractive index between a sphere and the medium in which it is inserted, and are defined as x is equal to 2 pi r by lambda. M is equal to, here whatever you see, that m is equal to nl of nl divided by n, but n is equal to 1 because the surrounding medium of material is air, because we all done practical in the room. So m is equal to nl is equal to n dash plus I n double dash. Here real and imaginary both refractive index are there. Okay, now cross section. Here you can see W scattering is the rate of electromagnetic energy that is scattered. Also W extinction is the rate of electromagnetic energy that is a total incident wave. From this W scattering, and W extinction, we get C scattering and C extinction, where C scattering is a scattering cross section, and C extinction is a total extinction cross section. Now question is that how comes this both equation of a cross section, these two equation? So people who did their post graduation must know topic in quantum mechanics, partial wave scattering cross section. Here we take chapter from the chapter 24 elementary scattering theory in Ajay Ghatak. Here it is Ajay Ghatak and S. Lokanathan, book of quantum mechanics. Here is a sigma is a total cross section, and f is a scattering amplitude, whatever you can see that f. Okay, so going to back, C scattering and C extinction are comes from this equation. This equation you can see that 2 pi by k square sigma and whatever 2n plus 1 real part of an plus bn. Here an and bn are our me coefficient. Now looking to this sigma equation, 4 pi by k square sigma 2l plus 1 and sine square delta l. It is equation for total cross section, and this is comes from that equation comes from to this C scattering and C extinction. We get this two. Okay, now due to C scattering and C extinction, we can get C absorption is equal to C extinction minus C scattering. Here C absorption is a absorption cross section. Okay, absorption coefficient, we can see from the picture, Q scattering and Q extinction are respectively scattering coefficient and extinction coefficient. From this we get Q absorption. It is absorption coefficient. Q absorption is our absorption coefficient. Now we can see C scattering and C extinction. We divide by G from the both equation. Here G is a geometric cross section, which is value is pi r square, and we can get Q scattering and Q extinction and Q absorption. Okay, how to get output? Here first is a MATLAB. MATLAB is a computer programming language. Full form is a matrix laboratory. Here we have to choose a MATLAB for very lengthy calculation. We have a MATLAB code to find out absorption coefficient. Our ultimate aim is to find out absorption coefficient, whatever you see in the previous this slide Q absorption. Okay, for this we can use a MATLAB code to find out the absorption coefficient. Okay, in that code we are putting a two input. First is a size parameter and second is a refractive index. In first size parameter, there are a particle radius and wavelength. X is equal to 2 pi r by lambda. And second is real and imaginary, both refractive index are there. I got data of refractive index to respectively wavelength from another research paper shown in reference. He used a microwave waveguide bench experiment to get that data, refractive index uh, on a particularly wavelength. After that, we get output as an absorption coefficient. Okay. Now we can see graph of Q absorption versus wavelength. Now here x-axis suggests that wavelength in micrometer, and y-axis suggests that absorption coefficient. Here are 5 different radius: 0.05, 0.02, 0.1, 0.2, and zero point 0.5 micrometer respectively graph on the graph paper. Now we can see that value, peak value is a 9.7, approximately 9.7 micrometer. There are maximum absorption coefficient are there. Then another thing we can see from this graph, whenever we increase or whenever we increase our radius, here 0.05, 0.0, 0.02, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, and zero point 0.5, then our this graph or this peak is going to decrease in order. Okay, now observation. We are trying to detect any material on other planet or a star. Here we can see in the graph that a peak value of the graph is almost 9.7 micrometer maximum absorption in silicate. At a 9.7 micrometer wavelength, maximum absorption is occurred due to its optical property in a silicate. We are making original data. We are making original data of any material and comparing that data comes from satellite to recognize material in the star. Now, why silicate we are using in this topic? There are many reasons: practical, astronomically, fundamental, and philosophical. Some are listed here. Without aiming at completeness, dust is or silicate is so important because it converts the radiation from the star into infrared in some galaxy up to 99%. Whatever optical wavelength, it converts to infrared, this silicate, and some galaxy its ratio is 99%, and in the Milky Way about 30%. Whatever optical region to the infrared region. Okay, now second one is because it determines the spectral appearance of a star during their formation. Whatever the formation are there in the star, we can see from the silicate or dust, it's a spectral appearance. Now in third one is because it is strongly influence the physical and chemical condition of interstellar medium. Whatever medium stellar, we can easily see that from the silicate physical and chemical condition of that. Fourth one is because it is the basis for formation of planet. We know that in any planet or a star there are a basic fundamental material or composite. It is a silicate. Here all data are we are taking from a Van de Hurst book. We can also see in the reference. Now application. In application there are various application. First one is atmospheric science. Second one is cancer detection and screening. Third one is clinical laboratory analysis. Fourth one is metamaterial. Fifth one is particle sizing. Sixth one is parasitology, and seventh one is particle formation. Now, going to further atmospheric science, we know that we can see sky is blue due to Rayleigh scattering. Here we can see in the background uh, uh, sky is in blue, so it is due to Rayleigh scattering. Same as we can see cloud is a white due to Mie scattering. Whatever you in this cloud, it's a it's due to Mie scattering. So whenever you see cloud in the white color, then think about it is due to Mie scattering. Okay, now cancer detection and screening. Mie theory has been used to determine whether a scattered light from tissue corresponds to healthy or cancerous cell nuclei using angle resolve low coherence interferometry. And we can also detect this cancer cell. Here we can see that in the background picture, it is a cancer cell. Now, clinical laboratory analysis. Mie theory is a central principle in the application of nephelometry based assay widely used in medicine to measure various plasma protein. A wide array of plasma protein can be detected and quantified by nephelometry. Here in this picture, we can see plasma protein, this one. Okay. Now metamaterial. Mie theory has been used to design a metamaterial, but what is a metamaterial? So it is any material engineered to have a property that is not found in naturally occurring materials. For example, they are made from assembling of multiple elements fashioned from composite material such as a metal and plastic. The material manages to combine high strength, electrical conductivity, and thermal insulation. This could have a huge implication for the manufacturing industry with potential application ranging from sensor to heat shields. The new composite combine two brittle materials, nanolayer of aluminum oxide and graphene. We can see from the background this new composite, whatever it is combined to brittle material, nanolayer of aluminum oxide and graphene, whatever you can see background picture. Now, particle sizing. Mie theory is often applied in laser diffraction analysis to inspect the particle sizing effect as well as detection of oil concentration in polluted water. Now, parasitology. It has been used to study structure of Plasmodium falciparum, a particularly pathogenic form of malaria. We can see it from the background, Plasmodium falciparum. Okay, and last one is particle formation. Investigation of particle formation process through constant angle Mie scattering method. Uh, Also, you can see in the reference for further details. Now, reference in this page, we can see 4 research paper are there for a Mie scattering application. Okay, I have studied first two, this one and this one, for a Mie scattering application. Third one is getting from the refractive index index with wavelength. This one is by BT Drain, and the fourth one is I took from the MATLAB code. In this paper, I took MATLAB code from this paper. Okay, now there are I use 4 books to refer Mie scattering. First one is Bohren, CF, and Huffman, Absorption and Scattering of Light by Small Particle. Second one is we can also see in the previous slide, Van de Hurst, HC, light scattering by small particle, structure of matter series. Uh, this one is PhD thesis by Braulio Garcia Camera. And fourth one is Ajay Ghatak and S. Lokanathan, Quantum Mechanics Theory and Application. Okay, special thanks to Space Education and Research Foundation for organizing such a great conference. Also, thanks to Professor Hariom Vats to give me such a platform. Director of SURF. Thank you. Prepared by Kausal Ageda and guided by Dr. C.B. Pandya. This is my mobile number and its email ID.